Okay. Ah, but Walker Freeman. Grab your sword and fight the horde. Okay. Introduce. Let's introduce. Please.
In the bottom right of the map, we have our purple Protoss player. It is Mercury.
All right. And in the top right, oh wait, okay. In the top right, again as the pink Zerg, we have BB, which I now realize actually stands for Blackberry.
Yes,
It's
yes,
got
it
a
does.
Blackberry icon. Duh! It is AceAl.
I wasn't gonna say anything before because I was like, oh, I guess he missed that AHGL match, but yeah, he's from Team Blackberry.
Oh
Quite
yeah.
literally the team of people that makes Blackberries.
Yeah.
The phone.
Oh, he's a farmer?
Nah, the phone.
It does be bad. Mercury remarking that he's rusty on everything. Don't worry, Mercury. I believe in you. You are. Well, lethal. Mercury.
Gotta say, he plays pretty well. I would be very interested to see what he's like when he doesn't consider himself rusty.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean that match with the 2-gate and the 1-Stargate, but just like that.
I mean, that was really solid. He saw his opponent go for the engineering block and immediately went, you know, I can get away with this, and just did it.
I think he saw the CC as well. Actually, yeah, he did. He scouted with the probe that he went for CC, and kind of established, hey, you're going for CC. Wouldn't actually have that much, and the bus just worked. And it looks like AceAl is going for kind of a fast gas and a pull. So we're expecting, we're probably going to be expecting some speedlings coming on very soon.
Yeah, speedlings for the map control.
Yes, the map control.
And he'd be able to get a little bit of work done in the base. It's hard to say. I mean, he did go Nexus first. It's a little bit more the greedier opening.
Yep, and and we see a forge actually going down from Mercury. So this is going to be kind of a fast forge expand and build.
More than likely, it's rather interesting that he's built both of his first two pylons up in his main base, though.
Yeah, I noticed that actually. It wouldn't be
off is going to be very hard.
Yes. You could have built a pylon at the front. For the to get a wall off starting get going there first of all, but also for a little bit of scouting so you can actually see anything at the front coming. Just a bit earlier, but generally, oh, here comes the hatch. There's a couple of Zerglings coming down here. Looks like it's gonna be, how many Zerglings is that? It's gonna be 8 Zerglings making their way down. And I mean, the fact that he's got 2 pylons at the back of the base, I mean that.
Ironically, this is gonna probably work out okay for him. He will lose the natural no matter what here, but he should be able to get up a cannon. He should be able to get this defended. It just might lose some probes in the interim, though.
Yep. But other than that, he's got a photon cannon, which has been worked at by.
He's realized what's happening and has cornered the links.
Oh my!
Cannon.
Nope, not today. But there are a couple of Zerglings working away at the natural, and that base is almost certainly going to fall. It doesn't actually have a cybernetic score, so it can't make stalkers. I think stalkers would be pretty efficient against these Zerglings. I mean, Zealots aren't, they're not terribly good against Zerglings because they can just micro round and round, do the merry-go-round. But we do see a proxy hatchery from AceAl in the corner of the west, and I don't think, I mean, AceAl yet. Oh, no, he doesn't actually notice the proxy hatch. Oh, this is gonna be pretty bad for Mercury.
I about that pretty soon.
And you surely anticipated this.
However, he is already grabbed his natural, so he's not necessarily going completely all in on this. He just wants to shut down the Protoss and corner him as much as possible and move on. This hatchery in the base is going to allow for some spine crawlers.
And he still doesn't realize. Alright, he's lost the Nexus, and if you just look at his vision,
well, he sees the creep now, so he knows the sum's up.
And now, I mean, Mercury, I mean, this is a very, very good play from AceAl. I mean, Mercury is just completely on the defensive. He really can't move out into his natural at all at the moment, simply because he doesn't have the tech, nor does he have the army. He's building some photon cannons, sure, given that, but I mean, spine crawlers up in here, spine crawler number 3. And some Zealots to defend. Okay, a couple of cannons just to defend the main. But what can he do is just, I mean, AceAl can just he can get all the bases he wants, basically.
He can. He just has to keep enough flexibility to get an army to deal with 4 gate, because that's still one of the strongest things the Protoss can do at this point.
Yeah. There's the possibility of a Stargate. So yeah, a warp in would probably be devastating, maybe. I mean, if AceAl doesn't actually get the tech up right now, he's actually focused on building some links and some more links and some more links. So,
so this is a 3 gate with Stargate on the back. What do you think he's going for here? More oracles or void rays to help with the attack?
I mean, I think Void Rays will actually be a more solid choice simply because, there's a couple of spines here, so I mean, the Void Rays would kind of help with that. I mean, Void Rays would kind of be a more solid choice right now. I mean, he's literally on 1 base at the moment, so he's gonna have to expand soon, or he's gonna die basically.
Photon overcharge coming into play here. Spine crawlers out of the way.
Picking some spine crawlers. Oh, team, fall back! Oh god, this is looking pretty brutal.
Comes the oracle.
Just there's walking a couple of stalkers, walking a couple of zealots. I mean, if AceAl actually gets, if Mercury gets a kind of a decent army up, I get a couple of void rays and get a couple more stalkers out. If he gets enough, I think, he might. I mean, I think
moving into the Zerg's base right now. Here comes the attacks. Gonna focus down, start to get work on the rest of the base. No transfuse, just putting down a creep tumor, letting the other queen die. Unfortunately, that's the only damage he was able to get done.
Ooh.
Another oracle coming over.
Sneaky little oracle. Ooh. I mean, in this position, Mercury, I'd really get some immortals out, just to clear all the stuff on his base. I mean, in this position, Mercury is actually like full on the defensive at the moment. AceAl can just do whatever he wants. You can just expand. You can expand. You can massive army. And I mean, Mercury can't really do terrible lot about it, considering the fact that he's on 1 base at the moment. And it looks like the Oracle is gonna get one queen. We get a couple of drones here and there. The queen's gonna come up and stop that Oracle. It won't do any more.
Will the Oracle be able to stop this? He's gonna see the. Is he even gonna see the base going down?
I mean, if he turns back, yeah.
No, he didn't.
He didn't. But you can throw down the base and you can't do anything about it. Really.
Meanwhile, Mercury has found a location he can attack from against this hatchery.
Some zealots, couple of stalkers. Yep.
Here comes a void ray.
Slowly melting away the army of AceAl. And here come the fair rays. 1 fair ray out. Is he gonna get a second one? I mean, I think it might be a pretty good idea. I mean, it's sitting on a pretty big bank at the moment. Let's see. Doesn't actually have a roadblock up, so it can't really do any kind of, warping. It's got 3 gates, but it doesn't have a roadblock to do some warpinage. I mean, it's quite a bank.
Move the Spore Crawler to try and defend against the Void Ray, but it just moved out of position to lose the hatchery.
Whoopsie!
A couple creep tumors down here though, so and completely blocking the natural. So the only way he can expand now is to pick a location very, very far from his main that he will not be able to wall off and protect. He needs to get detection out, whether that be one of those oracles he was using earlier, or go up into a robo in order to actually clear out the creep tumors down here.
Yeah.
Wait.
I mean, I think a robo would be kind of a safer option at the moment. Zerg in general, they have fast units. If he tries to expand somewhere, kind of far away, for example, from the corner or something, I mean, that relies on AceAl not being able to scout. or the expansion, which is not very likely. It's just gonna send links to everyone in this guide and check for expansions, and he'll have a dead expansion soon after that. So, but Mercury does have a couple of fair rays out, so I mean this is I mean those might win the game for him.
Meanwhile, the Oracle has done a decent amount of damage up in the third base. Got a total of 7 kills. It's returning home now to get the protection action on these creep tumors. And any second.
Alright, we'll fall back.
He's got the energy for it. There we go.
Get rid of those creep tumors. It's going to be a while before he can expand on that location, so that's going to delay his economy.
Oh, he has to actually notice all of these. There we go.
Yep, AceAl with the overlord right there. Spots the
Should take care of the 2 on the high ground as well. Actually, if he doesn't, I think the creep might still spread out too far. Nope, he does find him.
Alright, but here comes a couple of things from AceAl trying to hopefully snipe this expansion. I mean, that many things probably.
Unfortunately, there's way too many dolls here. He's definitely going to be able to protect us against just this force.
Yep. Saw that coming a mile away.
Still one live creep tumor up here on the high ground.
Yeah. I mean, AceAl, I mean, it was sitting on quite a bank for a little while. He's got a couple of roaches and hydras out. I'm guessing at this point in time with Mercury, it is possible for Mercury to come back from this game. I kind of thought, I thought Mercury was kind of dead, maybe. I mean, given the fact that he was on one base for quite a while. I mean, okay, never mind. That, roaches, hydras. I mean, how many roaches and hydras?
I
that
think
would do much.
In the short term, Mercury is pretty far behind. I mean, he's okay in that he has a decent sized army here that can probably fight with this actually. But
yes, and that's it. That's gonna push it back. Time warp going down, getting a good number of there's a roaches. Second time warp going down. Oh, I'm losing quite a bit of army right there. Fair rays working on those roaches pretty nicely. And I mean this Zealot Void Ray composition is gonna drive us back pretty. Oh, that micro. Just a step. Just a step. Yeah. Yeah. And Mercury is really stabilizing here, I think. I mean, he's getting the third base. And AceAl is, you know, is shoving in some roaches and hydras here and there. But you know, Mercury. I mean, as expected, Mercury is going for a little tech switch, and that would be the Colossus. The Colossus with a fiery thingy. The attack with the ears. They shoot lasers out of the ears.
But he does need to survive this push from Mercury first. A lot of hydras and roaches coming up here.
Yes,
and they're going to catch the Colossus isolated. Maybe no, but he is going to discover this constructing base.
He's getting engaged in right up.
Army.
Is he going to hold his arms? Got a couple of no. Oh,
does lose the Colossus.
Yep,
and the army's gone, so that's GG.
That's a GG from AceAl. Takes it up to 1-1. Oh man, what a game. What a game. The proxy